Can you see all my junk on the floor? Probably. I made myself a second coffee, even though I can already hear my heart complaining. Suck it, heart. So my friend Laura asked me, what do you do when you want to be creative, but you're also struggling with depression? She didn't ask me personally, like, friend, help me, because this would be a weird response to that. She asked for the Internet Creators Guild blog, so here's my response to that. So I think labels are tools that in the right context are incredibly helpful, and in the wrong in the wrong context are incredibly not. For example, the label of singer-songwriter or artist or whatever you want to say is very helpful when someone asks, what do you do? I can say I'm a singer-songwriter and I successfully transmit the thoughts in my brain into their brain through the tool of words and labels. So when I'm depressed, I have a sense of hopelessness and pointlessness, and usually a little sprinkle of self-loathing. So the labels become tricky when you don't realize that you might also subconsciously be asking the question, why do I have value? What is my worth? Who am I? What is my identity? And if you're answering that question with, I have worth because I'm an artist, I have value because of what I make, or because of what I do, it doesn't even need to be tied to art. You see how that can land you in a tricky spot, because if you are what you make, then who are you if you're not making anything? You know, being an artist, I don't know why I'm putting it in quotes. It's because I'm insecure about it, obviously. I try to do my best to at least rationally separate myself from the identity of creative person. And, it's hard to do that emotionally because, of course, we live in a interpersonal culture with jobs and status, and being an artist is something that carries some clout, and people are like, oh, interesting. So it is something that, it would be very hard not to naturally find identity in that. But within understanding that, I try and do my best to rationally separate my sense of worth and my sense of goodness from what I make, because I don't believe you are what you make. You are not worthy of love because you create. You are worthy of love because you're you, and because you're the only you. I'm not crying, I have a cold. Haha! Suck it, YouTube! I think this sense of identity with being an artist too can be a source of fear, because if you feel like you are what you make, well, what if you don't make anything that's any good? Or what if you try and you can't finish anything? Then who would I be? And just put all of that together with already feeling hopeless and worthless, you can see how that would be a recipe to not make anything. So my advice is try the best you can to take the identity out of what you do and let being creative be something you do because it's fun, not because it's what you are. Also, not every season is for creating. Maybe now is a time that you need to take a load off. Maybe now's a time to be nourished by other people's content instead of feeling like you have to constantly be creating. I think that's unrealistic for most people. Not everyone, though. Stephen King. Dare to dream. So yeah, what's your creative advice? How do you deal with trying to be creative when you're depressed? Or maybe you do. I don't know. Do I? I do. I'm someone who does create when I'm depressed, but not in a real healthy way. It is in like a frantically trying to find worth in something way. So, and then sometimes I feel like I can't make anything. You know what? Just, being a person is hard. That's okay.
Woof.